Good morning, friends. Welcome back. Today is Wednesday, and it's about 11 o'clock right now. I've been up for a little while, but haven't picked the camera up because I've been feeling kind of off and couldn't figure out what was going on. And I went to go take my morning meds, and I realized I did not take any of my medication yesterday whatsoever, my morning or my evening medications. And a few of those are anti-anxiety / antidepressants, and they don't like being skipped, as it turns out. So they can make you feel off pretty quickly when you skip doses. So I've got like some dizziness and stuff going on, and I think it's because I accidentally forgot to take all of my medications yesterday. So I did take my meds this morning, waiting for stuff to kind of balance out and kick in, and until then, I'm not starting school until my head feels not so dizzy, because staring at the computer screen for reading and school stuff is not helping matters any. But what do we got going on today? Like I said, it's Wednesday. Will's at work. We have school. We have nothing else on the agenda, which is kind of nice. I'm gonna try and make a new dessert tonight. I mentioned in yesterday's vlog that I wanted to make a strawberry cheesecake dump cake. So the blondie brownies are gone, and I think I'm gonna make the dump cake today if I have the energy and motivation to do so. I have all the ingredients on hand just in my pantry, so might do that. Leftover white chicken chili again today because we haven't finished it yet. So that should be gone today, though, as long as everyone eats at least a bowl of that. There's not a ton left. And then I think that's all that I have planned going on. I don't have anything on my to-do list today. So it should be just a laid-back, low-key day. Okay, so I had mentioned in a video that I use Google Calendar for my meal planning. And I had one of you wanted a little bit more, had some questions and just wanted a little bit more info. So I figured I would just show it on a video. It's going to be kind of hard to see, number one, because it distorts the image because of the screen. Like the camera distorts the image a little bit, and you'll see some wavies kind of on the screen. And two, just because it takes up my whole laptop screen. So I create a calendar. I have different calendars here along the side, my different calendars. So each person in our family has their own calendar that's color-coded so that I can see at a glance who has what going on. But my meal calendar is this dark blue. So I turned off all the other calendars and just have my meal calendar on. So I will go through and just, as you can see, I have meal planned all the way out through like mid-March and then some. And it's super simple to me because, like, for instance, the fish sandwich, I'm trying to like look through my camera lens and also on my computer. Fish sandwiches were technically on for tomorrow, but we still have white chicken chili left that I know we're going to need to finish tomorrow. So I just came on here and dragged it, just click and drag to Thursday. And I deleted the meal that was on Thursday. I moved Thursday's meal to Friday and deleted pizza on Friday, because that's just an easy one to remove off of the meal plan, because we have pizzas on hand and it's kind of a backup meal for the week, but a lot of times I end up moving it around because of instances like this where we have leftovers for more days than I planned on, or whatever the case may be. So I will just add, like if I'm adding a new meal plan, I would just click on the date, add what it is, make sure that it's on the proper calendar, which is a drop down, make sure it's on the meal calendar. If there were any instructions, I would go to more options, and that opens up this window, and I can add the ingredients in the recipe here in this box. And that way when I go to create my grocery list for the week, I will open up walmart.com, which I almost always have in a separate window, because I work on my grocery list throughout the week. I will just flip back and forth and say, okay, well, let me discard this. For next week, on Saturday starts our meal plan for the week. That's when I start shopping, Saturday, because we get groceries delivered on Friday. So Saturday we're having meatballs, corn, and mac and cheese. Well, I already have meatballs on hand, so I don't need that. I have a can of corn on hand, so I don't need that. And I have mac and cheese on hand, so I don't need that. So that's all coming from my pantry and freezer. However, for Sunday, we've got chicken parm. Oh, I didn't realize I had corn 2 nights in a row. Oh well, I can do green beans. Chicken parm, corn, and mac and cheese 2 dates in a row. I did not look at this meal plan very well, as you can tell. Apparently, I dragged and dropped some meals and didn't look to see that they were back to back. So I'm gonna actually drag and drop that. So let's move this to the end of the week and move this red beans and rice casserole to this day. That way we're not having corn and mac and cheese 2 nights in a row. See how easy it is to adjust the meal plan? Now I do know for the red beans and rice, I did put the recipe in here because it's something new that we're trying and I needed the recipe for it. So you'll see the ingredients and the recipe. So then I go to Walmart.com and I need a box of Zatarain's dirty rice, and I'll type that in and add it to the cart and just add each of the ingredients as I go down the list through there. So I hope that answers some questions and you literally saw in real time why I love it, because I can drag and drop and easily move my meal plan around to whatever works best for us that week. And then the reason I meal planned so far out, like I took white chicken chili that was on, I made it yesterday, Monday, and I just moved it down to the end of March. So that gives us actually a little bit more than about a month and a half before we have it again. And so I'll just drag it all the way down, and cycle through different meals. So hopefully that was helpful and that answered some questions and maybe gave you an idea of how you can use Google Calendar to easily meal plan for yourself as well.
NATO vessels raced to Swedish waters last week to the site of a damaged undersea fiber optic data cable. 3 ships carrying Russian cargo are being investigated for suspected sabotage.
Alright, World Watch is finished and we are going to do lesson 6 in U.S. History 2, Beyond the Olive Branch. I'm going to go ahead and read the prayer and then the kids will take turns reading. So the prayer for today is, Jesus, thank you for your peace that surpasses understanding. In every situation, you promise to bring peace to our troubled hearts. Today, help us to look for ways that we can follow your example and be peacemakers in our own homes. Would you replace the desire to be right with the desire to bring peace? And who wants to read first? Don't everybody jump at once. Jack, why don't you go ahead and start for us, please?
Away with father in the wagon to gather the beech nuts. When they came to a stone fence, Almanzo helped to take it down and let the wagon go through. The pastures were empty now. All the stock was in the warm barn, so they could leave the fences down until the last trip home.
School is done. Alice is requesting some lunch. She wants some easy mac and cheese. Where did I put that? So she does 2 packs when she has mac and cheese. It's not the cups, it's the little, like, you have to microwave it in your own bowl. I get it on Amazon. An 18 pack is usually, when I find it at a good price, about $5.86 for an 18 pack of the Easy Mac. So I'm gonna make her some of that. I asked Jackson if he was hungry. He is not. He's waiting for his friend Max to get online. They're gonna play some video games. They haven't played together in a while. So he's excited to hang out with him online. And Alice is, last I checked, she was drawing on her iPad. I just checked in with Will to see when he was gonna be home. He has not answered me yet. I have to stir this white chicken chili. I put it back in the crock pot. I put the liner back in the pot so that way it was warm when Will got home, or when he gets home it'll be warm so that he can eat. And I had some chicken. I had made last night some of the Real Good Foods Co. I'll show you real quick. This right here. The lightly breaded chicken, 3 net carbs. So I like eating that when I'm in the mood for chicken strips. And I made some last night and I made too much, so I refrigerated the last few pieces that I didn't eat, and so then after we were done with school I went ahead and ate that. So that way I just ate it cold. It was good straight out of the fridge. But I'm gonna get her mac and cheese made and get her fed. So she also requested that I add some extra shredded cheese to it. She likes it extra cheesy. And I made her some chocolate milk to go with it. So there's lunch for the girl. And like I said, Jack's not hungry, but I'll let you know if he decides to change his mind. Alright, I'm going to make the strawberry cheesecake dump cake. First step is to dump your strawberry pie filling into your baking dish. and get that spread evenly. I'm really tempted to use 2 cans. This is not, you know what? I'm gonna be a rebel. I'm gonna do it because I have 2 cans on hand. Hopefully it doesn't cause the recipe to like overflow or anything. But going to spread the strawberries out, and there's hardly enough to go across the whole pan. So we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. Wish me luck. But that looks much better, doesn't it? Okay, so there's the strawberry layer. And then next we need to make the cheesecake layer, which calls for 1 brick of cream cheese, softened. Vanilla, how much vanilla? 1 teaspoon. Sugar is a 1/2 cup. That's about a cup. So 1/2 cup of sugar. And a 1/2 cup of milk. And I'm gonna get my electric hand mixer and we're gonna beat that. I haven't used my hand mixer in ages because I use my KitchenAid for pretty much everything, but this job I don't think requires the power of a KitchenAid. So we'll just do a hand mixer. And I'll be right back once we get this mixed up. Alright, so the next step is to pour the cream cheese mixture over the strawberry mixture. And spread that around evenly. I think using 2 cans is going to be just fine. Oh, it smells good. I love cheesecake. Fun fact, my death row meal would be lasagna, Caesar salad, and cheesecake for dessert. Okay, and then next we sprinkle the cake mix. Now I have one of these Elf on the Shelf cake mix, like swirl cake mixes, so it's 1 white and 1 pink. And we're just going to sprinkle them both across the top. There's the pink one. Ah. And then the last step, my hands are clean, but now I need to clean them again. The last step is to melt a 1/2 stick of butter, which I did while the camera was off, and drizzle that over the top of the cake mix. I feel like a 1/2 stick of butter is not enough. But I've already went and rogue on the recipe once. So I'm just gonna trust the process. I've not made a dump cake like this before. I don't think. I might have, it's been years if so. So the melted butter is drizzled. You can add cinnamon if you want, but I don't think cinnamon and strawberry are gonna be a good flavor combination. And then once the oven is preheated to 350, which it should be in just a few moments, this is gonna go in the oven for 40 to 45 minutes until the top is golden brown and the cake is cooked through. All right, I've got the kitchen cleaned up from that. Dishes done. The ladle is out for the crock pot. Dishwasher loaded, and dessert is in the oven. Alright, I've got the kitchen cleaned up from that. Dishes done. The ladle is out for the crock pot. Dishwasher loaded, and dessert is in the oven. Is it deja vu? Jackson requested mac and cheese also, so I just made 2 packs for him. He doesn't need his all bougied up with extra cheese though, he just eats it as is. I just checked on the dessert and it didn't overflow or anything, but I still think I should have done a full stick of butter because some areas were still dry, so I just melted another half stick, drizzled it over some of the drier spots, and put it on for another 10 minutes, and hoping that solves the issue. She's a bubbling. There's still a few dry parts, so next time I think I would thinly slice butter and kind of lay it over the top in a grid pattern instead of drizzling it, because it just, hopefully that way it would melt and cover the more surface area. But I'm gonna let this cool and that'll be dessert tonight. We're gonna have a taste test here. All right, Mr. Jack. Oh, that's a big bite. So strawberry cheesecake dump cake. He took a corner bite, which is where it bubbled up. Is it good? Do you want a little bowl of it?
I'm right now, I'm not that hungry.
But you saw it on the counter. He's like, what is it? I thought it was a lasagna.
It kind of does look like
it does kind of
lasagna.
look like
It
one.
looks like cheese.
Yeah, it's cake mix on top. So it's got a layer of strawberry pie filling, and then a layer of like cheesecake filling, and then you put cake mix on top, and then top it with butter, and the cake mix kind of cooks in with the butter, and then the wet layers underneath, and kind of becomes like a cobbler of sorts. Is it really super sweet, like really rich, or is it?
It's not too rich, but it's also not too sweet. It's really good.
Like, is it something that you'd eat in small portions, or could you eat like a big bowl of it?
Small portions.
So a little bit rich.
Yep.
You want to try this, babe?
Sure.
He just took a little nap. Dig into the corner. It's a communal dish. It's wet. It's got cheese. It's like a cheesecake filling.
Solidify?
No.
Very good.
Good.
Very rich.
Is it? Okay, that's what I kind of wondered. I ended up using, so you heard me say I went rogue a little bit. So it called for 1 can of pie filling. You okay over there? Forget how to swallow water? But 1 can of pie filling barely like covered the bottom of the pan, so I did 2 cans of pie filling. And then one of the Elf on the Shelf cake mixes, the red and white mixed in.
Yep.
So that'll be dessert for the next few days.
I'm still choking on water.
Oh no, put your hands up. Put your hands up. Seriously, put your hands up.
Put your hands in the air.
Now shake them from side to side.
You don't get.
Alright, this girl's coming to taste test and she's like, what is it? What if I don't tell you until after you taste it? I'll tell you it's a dessert. So you know it's sweet. So go ahead and try it.
Oh, it's like a rotting corpse.
It's strawberry pie filling.
It's not bad.
Not bad.
Like
It's
it.
strawberry cheesecake dump cake. So there's a layer of strawberry pie filling, a layer of cheesecake, and then cake on top. Is it good? That'll be dessert for the next few days. High five. Go team. So I just finished reading, or listening to rather, The Magnolia Inn by Anne Marie Meyer. I gave it 3 stars, which is what most romance books that I read get. Like I said, it was just I mentioned in yesterday's vlog, I think, that it's just a like palate cleanser, just cozy read. And I'm about to start Here One Moment by Leanne Moriarty. I've heard good things about it. I think it has just over a 4-star rating on Goodreads overall, and it is a 16-hour book. So that's what I'm going to start next. Let me know in the comments if you've read it and if you would recommend it. Sometimes I'll get about 30% of the way through a book and decide it's not for me, and I will mark it as DNF, which means did not finish, and start something new. So here's hoping this is a good one for it being a 16-hour book. Alice just texted me and asked if she could cut her bangs again. She cuts her own bangs. She does a fairly decent job, I think, and it saves me from having to take her to pay someone to do it. So she said they were getting a little bit long and hanging in her eyes. So I said, as long as you're only cutting your bangs and you're doing so responsibly, I don't care if she cuts them. So we'll see if she's done and what they look like. All right, friends, it's time to hydrate. Get you some ice and some water. And get your body hydrated. Cheers. Let's see them bangs. Yeah, good job. Might be a little bit crooked. I'll know more when you are able to like curl them up a little bit. This is her room, y'all. I think the other day we were talking about how many posters she has on her wall.
I think I counted like
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
14.
12, 13. Where's 14? In your
One in the
closet?
closet.
There's one in her closet.
I have a good Tama one, but it's not hanging up right now also. But
You have 2 posters here that are not hanging up.
this is a duplicate.
Oh yeah, she has a duplicate one.
It's okay though.
So yeah, she's a poster head for sure.
I have 2 tapestries.
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 She's got those tapestries from, one of them was from a friend. It says Rats, like the Bratz logo. And then she got that one. Who is that again?
Bibble.
Bibble
It's
from
also
the
on
Barbie
my
movie.
ceiling.
Isn't he from the Barbie movie?
Yeah. Not the new one. The
And
old
then
brand
she
new
has her
one.
ceiling decorated with pictures and drawings and glow-in-the-dark stars that probably don't glow in the dark
I
anymore.
do. I just need to turn my TV brightness down all the way.
And then she made all of these little Beetlejuice craft heads. Paper dolls. Yeah, I guess that's a better way to describe it. And then she has the collectible, what's her name? Astrid Fanta cans. And the Beetlejuice ones.
I really want the video.
She wanted the whole collection. And then she's got just so many little knickknacks and tchotchkes. She made this little Bob guy out of wool felt and Lydia and Beetlejuice. She made this Lydia out of an old like
Barbie.
miniature Barbie, like the little Barbie Little Sisters. She's got wooden peg people, a Beetlejuice toy that was Will's when he was pretty much her age. An LOL doll that she recrafted into Lydia. Oh, the Beetlejuice rubber ducky.
Okay,
I think it's
little
raining
baby.
out.
Baby Beetle.
Baby Beetlejuice.
And then there's a baby Lydia.
And baby Lydia back here. That she crafted out of Dollar Tree baby dolls. That one is
Preppy baby.
interesting. Ooh, you got
Hello?
that coming to stab me with a...
Look at Ralph.
And then, yeah, she's...
Ralph D. Wolf. Billy Bob. Mitzi Mozzarella.
Has anyone heard of
Showbiz Pizza Place.
Showbiz Pizza Place, and the band's name is what?
Rockafire Explosion.
Rockafire Explosion. If you've heard of them, drop a comment down below because this girl is obsessed. She's got
I got a lanyard.
a Mitzi Mozzarella.
I saw them in
It's like
person.
Chuck E. Cheese, but
Better.
from like the 80s. When did it?
So, Rockafire Explosion was after, but Creative Engineering made a few other bands before that in like the 60s or 70s, I'm pretty sure. Like the Wolfpack 5 and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pretty sure they came out in like the 70s or 80s.
Okay. So we actually went and saw them. There's one place in the U.S. that still
I think
has...
there's 3, but the closest one was in West
Oh,
Virginia.
okay. So she knows way more about this than I do. It's like here's her lanyard from Billy Bob's Wonderland is where we went in Virginia. West Virginia? Virginia. West Virginia. So anyway, she made, excuse me, sir, with your sharp pointy candy cane. This is, she
Rolf D. Wolf.
made the characters of the band. So we've got Rolf D. Wolf, and this is a clay face mask.
I want to make an Earl puppet.
And then she made Billy Bob with his banjo. And she made Mitzi Mozzarella.
I also made a Beach Bear one, but I gave it to my friend.
Yeah. And then she has other clay face friends here. She's got this guy. And this one here.
Lydia.
And this one here. Yeah, it's a Lydia Fugler.
That took me 5 hours. You
And this
better
little
like
ducky.
it.
5 hours.
I've been giving them a tour of your room now for 4 minutes. Do you want to close this out, or you want me to do it? Just drop a comment, share some love, and see you tomorrow.
Drop a
Drop a
comment,
comment, share
send
some love, and we'll see you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow.